Are you thinking about opening a term deposit, but you're worried that it's a bit of a boring product? Well, they've actually got a few really good benefits, and as boring as they might seem, it could be the perfect fit for you depending on your financial needs at the moment, what you're doing with your money, and what sort of stage of life you're in. So let's talk about some of the best benefits of term deposits, plus tips on how to compare term deposits so you can pick the right one for you and your money. So one of the first benefits of term deposits is that they offer fixed interest rates. This is really good when we're in an environment where rates are falling like we are at the moment in late 2025. Even if rates fall or the bank lowers its term deposit rates, your rate once you've opened your deposit is locked. It's not going to change for the life of your term. Another benefit is that term deposits are incredibly low risk. They're probably one of the safest ways that you can invest your money. This is because of the fixed rate, but also because the Australian government guarantees deposits up to $250,000 in term deposits with registered ADIs. These are banks that are fully licensed in Australia. So even if something were to happen to the bank, which is already incredibly unlikely, the government would protect your deposit up to $250,000. And another benefit with term deposits is that you don't have to do anything to earn the interest. It's not like a high interest savings account where you might have to meet monthly deposit conditions or ongoing requirements to get that rate. A term deposit is a set and forget option. Once it's opened, you literally have to step back, do nothing, and just wait till you can access the money again at the end of your term. There's no ongoing conditions to meet. So when comparing term deposits, my first tip is to initially think about how long you want to lock your money away for. So term deposits range from as little as 30 days up to 5 years at a time. You want to only compare terms for the length of time that you can realistically lock your money away for without accessing it. Once you've chosen your term length, then you can look at all different banks to see what fixed rate they offer for that term. While one bank might offer a really good 6-month rate, their 12-month rate might not be so good, and vice versa. Another bank might offer a really good 12-month rate and a really poor 6-month rate. So this is why you need to pick your term length first. Another thing to consider when comparing term deposits is how much money you have to invest. So some term deposits might have a minimum amount required in order to open the account. For example, many have a $1,000 or a $5,000 minimum deposit. Some are a lot higher at 10 or 20K. Then they also might have a maximum amount that you can invest for the interest rate that you are looking at. For example, this could be a maximum of $20,000, $50,000, or a bit higher than this. So look at how much money you have to invest and make sure that the terms you're looking at support this balance. Then the last thing that I would look at is how often you can get your interest payments. So some banks will allow you to get your interest payments quarterly, annually for terms that are several years long, or some only pay it out at maturity. If you want that regular income, compare banks that offer interest payments more frequently. So my tips for getting the best term deposit rate are to consider smaller banks. Look outside of just the big four. You might find really good rates with smaller credit unions or digital banks, and also to look at different term lengths. So if you can be flexible with how long you can lock your money away for, you might find really good special rates for particular terms. If you're ready to compare term deposits, you can head to Finder via the link below to compare all the current term deposit rates.